Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Cheltenham Racecourse here on Friday. It is the 21st of October, 2022. Going to look at the featured second race, the 210 from Cheltenham. But before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for racecourses around the world. The second race, the 210, it's the SquareInTheAir.com Novices Chase. It's a Class 2 Novice Chase going for a $34,000 purse. Races for novice 4-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 8 horses going 3,200 meters or 2 miles over the chase course. I'm going to take the 7-horse Jeswal as a top selection. Let's go 714 in your TriCast trifecta. 714 TriCast trifecta. Top selection 7-horse Jeswal. The 7-year-old gelding by Jeremy here. Ryan Potter trained this one. Daryl Jacob gets the leg up. The horse's seasonal reappearance came at Utoxeter on the 2nd of October. 2 miles in a Class 3 novice chase, and he finished second by 3/4 of the length that day. You know, he jumped well during the early portion of the race. He had the lead for a split portion, but then, the winner just really came back to run a better race than him. He was a little bit flat. First race since March, probably need the run. Coming here back to similar ground today, to definitely handle the going. I think the horse could really run a good race back to the chases for second out. 2 back, he ran in a Class 3 novice handicap hurdle at Newcastle, 2 miles and 3/4 on the 19th of March. He finished second by 7.5 lengths that day, and he stalked that day, and then he just couldn't stay the trip. He was under the drive and just not really excelling. 2 miles 6, just a little bit too long for him that afternoon there. And then prior to that, he ran in Newbury on the 12th of February, yielding ground 2 miles in the Grade 3 Betfair hurdle. He finished 14th by 40 lengths that day, and he just had a few mistakes that day. He was with them early on, he just couldn't keep up with them there. And then at Sandown on the 8th of January, 2 miles in the Grade 1 Tolworth's novices hurdle, he finished second by 12 lengths. Constitution Hill freak that day. This horse was the best of the rest that day. He stalked, he had the lead for a split portion, and then he had a few mistakes which cost him there. His most previous victory came right before Christmas at Leicester, 2 miles 9/16 in the Class 4 novice hurdle, winning by 5.5 lengths that day. That afternoon, the horse really put on a show, quickened up nicely, an all-around good race. And again, before that, he won on the front end of Chepstow very nicely in late November at a maiden hurdle. He's definitely been on the improve. Coming here back to the chases at 6-1, I'll give him a shot. You can't throw out the Irish Invader, the 1-horse Ash Tree Meadow. Gordon Elliott trains this one. David Russell comes in to ride. Most recently, they ran the horse at Tipperary on the 2nd of October. 2 miles and a half on good ground in the Grade 3 O'Dwyer Steel Dendrum Novice Chase, and he finished second by 9 lengths that day. And that afternoon, he just couldn't have a few good jumps late, which cost him. He stalked, but he just never was fluidly late. I do think he needed the race there. Prior to that, at Galway during the festival in July, 2 miles 13/16 in the handicap chase. He finished fourth by 17 lengths there, fourth by 7 lengths, not 17. And that particular afternoon, he just sat back early, a little bit of a turn of foot, but he still needed to jump better. But then he won 3 in a row over the summer. He won a Killarney and a novice chase very nicely by 6, won by 14 at Perth on the 30th of June, and won on the 5th of June at Perth in a Class 2 novice chase, winning by 8 lengths that day. The horse that afternoon really, won quite nicely. He's another horse. It wouldn't surprise me if he gets a good trip and win. 7-2, we'll definitely use him in the place pot. But to recap my selection for the 210, the second race from Cheltenham, let's take the 7-horse Jeswal. Give kudos to the 1-horse Ash Tree Meadow. 7-1 for TriCast trifecta. 7-1 in your place pot. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.